Welcome everyone to CIU's 2025 Commencement Ceremony. Please stand for the processional. we will proceed with the national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Please be seated. Good morning, graduates, distinguished guests, faculty, and staff. It is both a privilege and a distinct honor to welcome you to this significant occasion. Today, we come together to honor the accomplishments of our graduates and to reflect on the remarkable journey that has led us to this moment. To formally begin our program, it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Talboys, who will offer the official welcome remarks. Dr. Talboys has served as a leader and guiding presence within our community, and we're grateful for his vision and commitment. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Talboys to the stage.
Welcome guests, august faculty, friends, family, and of course, our graduates. It's my honor and my privilege to introduce the graduating class of 2025. Listen, if you want to cheer and blow horns and stuff like that, go for it. It just makes the ceremony longer. And then if you got to pee real bad at the end, blame it on the people horse. Throwing stuff around. Cheer for your graduates, please. You're allowed to. Oh yeah, shut off your phones. Before I forget, shut them on. Oh, I'm buzzing. I'm Dr. Talboys. I'm the chair of the University Research Review and Institutional Research Review Boards. I'm the guy who read all of your papers. Yep, that's me, Doc. Okay. But I'm not here as that academic or that I'm here to congratulate you, to celebrate this with you. I think this is my 4th or 5th graduation we've been to, so it's kind of fun. It never gets old, and it is a very solemn ceremony. It goes back to the 1600s, all this regalia and all that stuff. It's got a very, very long history. I think there's an explanation of what it's all about, so in your brochure. This has been an adventure. It has led you down, to quote T.S. Eliot, streets that followed like tenuous arguments of insidious intent that led you to overwhelming questions. Think about what Mr. Eliot had to say. This is a celebration of your achievement, your growth, in your movement down those roads. Those roads, he calls them insidious intent, which means in his poem, they were changing directions. Obstacles suddenly showed up. Guess what? Remember that? Yeah, called discussion questions. Chapter 2. Well, you've maneuvered all of those roads that led you to these overwhelming questions, because every answer brings you to a new question. But now you're equipped to deal with those questions. You're never going to get all the answers, but just keep answering them. That's called critical thinking. It's a skill that is slowly being lost. John Donne, in his devotions on emerging events, said, "No man is an island." Well, you didn't get here by yourselves. So we want to thank the people, graduates, we want to do this. Thank the people who helped you get through this whole thing. So, as I announce you or ask you, I ask you to please stand. Stay standing. Parents, grandparents of graduates, stand up. Stand up. You think I'm kidding? Come on, I'm important here. You have to listen. See that? Look at all this. It says I'm important. Spouses and significant others. Hopefully, you're sitting on different sides of the audience. Oh, you got that. Good. Sharp. Children of graduates. You stand. Friends of graduates, please stand. People who came in for the free donuts. All right, graduates, please acknowledge the people that helped you get through this. Okay. Thank you. It's a celebration. Okay, you can sit down. To our faculty and staff that are all over the place, running herd on this August event, we want to thank them for their guidance and their ideas and their time that they spent. And trust me, it takes every one of the students, you take a lot of time. It's all well worth it. Every minute, every second of it is worth it. We want to continue. These are the people who continue to inspire you to go to the next question, to take the next road. Graduates, you are going from students, you become scholars. You're now a scholar, imagine that. Who would have thought? I grew up and became a scholar. You went from charges to peers. Congratulations. All of this hard work, those pursuit of answering questions, because that's what it's all about. The term university, by the way, those of us who are old enough to study it and speak it, is Latin. It translates from universitas. Universitas means pursuit of the whole truth, the entire truth. We never really get there, because just when we get there, we find, oh, there's a whole other question. It raises, every answer gives you 5 more questions. So welcome, all of you, to the celebration of achievement of these folks, and with your support. As Thomas Aquinas put forth in his Summa Theologica, borrowed from Socrates, incipia cum superbia. Be proud. Let's do this celebration with pride. Onward.
Graduates, friends, and family, it is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Dr. Camila Lopez. Dean Lopez has devoted more than 4 years to shaping and advancing the dissertation experience within the DBA program. In her leadership role, she has guided and inspired students through one of the most rigorous and transformative stages of their doctoral journey. Her dedication to ensuring the highest standards of learning has enriched the experience of our students and the broader educational community. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Camila Lopez.
Good morning, everyone. How are you? Oh, you should be excited, right? No more assignments or anything. All right. Well, again, good morning, graduates, family, friends, and everyone joining us today. We're truly honored and happy to have you all here in this special moment where we're celebrating each one of you. Today is about your achievements. And wow, what an achievement it is, right? Each one of you know how hard it was for you to get to this moment. And so let's take a moment to recognize that you made it. I hope you guys are taking naps now. No more. You're hanging out with friends, family. Yeah. Back to a normal life. No more discussion posts. Are you still writing something? 500 words now? Okay. No more assignments. And for the DBAs that are looking at each one of you, no more revisions. No more the committee members saying fix this, that. You still have nightmares? No? We're good. Okay. Well, you crossed the finish line, and today is your victory lap. But let's think back a moment. How many gatherings did you miss, right? To study, to stay on track, to submit your work? How many late nights you spent doing the assignments? And for the DBA students, I've seen your submissions at 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, oh wow, you're trying hard. So there were times that you felt that you couldn't do it. So you probably called back for myself or your advisor. I'm going to quit, but we didn't want you because we wanted you to be here today. So you kept going, you kept pushing, your family helped you as well. We know that. You're all there. You can do it. And look at you now. You're here. Take proud of it. Be proud of your resilience, your discipline, because you had to stay organized. You had to say no to the gatherings because you needed to write your dissertation, you needed to write your assignments. You earned this milestone. Every single one of you deserves to be celebrated today. So enjoy it. It's Friday, you have today, tomorrow, Sunday. You're probably not working on Monday, so celebrate. And now what? What are you going to do? Maybe another DBA? Another bachelor? No? Continue? I see some faces. No way. Well, now the world awaits for you. Your journey doesn't end here, it's just starting your new chapter. So keep striving to become the best and lead with the same determination that you did in your studies. Go show the world what the CIU alumni are made of, because all of us, each person in CIU, we know you. We know your efforts. And we'll be cheering you on every step of the way. So, congratulations, class of 2025.
Today, we have the privilege of hearing from a woman whose career is a living example of what it means to lead with purpose, passion, and vision. It is with great excitement that we welcome our 2025 commencement speaker, Kim Hayashi. Kim Hayashi is a dynamic CEO and founder of Leadership Inspirations, an organization she launched back in 2006 with one clear mission: to inspire learning, leadership, and service. Nearly 2 decades later, that vision has blossomed into an organization that impacts more than 2,500 students, educators, athletes, and organizations every single year, empowering people to build stronger teams and achieve extraordinary goals. Kim Hayashi believes that leadership is not just about titles or positions, it's about action, accountability, and creating meaningful connections. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to the remarkable Kim Hayashi.
Well, good morning, distinguished faculty, staff, parents, and guests. Thank you all for being here. I welcome you to speak today. And to you, the class of 2025. I'm going to start by being really honest. Okay, first of all, yes, I have a business. I also taught for 10 years, and I'm not really good at being super formal, so I'm trying my best, just like Doc was trying his very best. So I'm going to be really honest. Thinking about speaking here today was probably one of the most stressful things I've ever had to do in almost 20 years. Right? And I've owned multiple businesses, started a nonprofit, and worked for other people. Because thinking about taking everything that has happened over the course of life and needing to put it into nice, pretty words so that it actually means something to you, it's a lot of pressure, I'm telling you. So I was really a mess for a while. Yeah, David, Robert, Richard, I called them all to be like, or texted them all to be like, are you sure I should be doing this? And I didn't get over that until yesterday because I reminded myself that this isn't about me, this is about all of you and all of you out here. So I'm going to tell you what I know, hope that there's some piece of it that you can take with you. And I'm going to start with my ending. Be kind, be gracious, and be you. Because if there's anything the 48 years I've been alive has taught me, is that those are the things that matter. So I'm going to begin with this simple truth. A piece of paper that you're holding or that you're going to hold is more powerful than it looks. It opens doors, it provides knowledge, access, opportunity, and yes, if used well, it can bring respect, credibility, and money. But its real power lies in what you choose to do with it. And not just what you do, but how you do it. With purpose, with people, and with principles. Over the past decade, the greatest commencement speakers across the world have all had something in common. They remind us that none of us have anything figured out. But yet, when we do something, we have something figured out. Which brings me to you. According to the 2021 census, less than 40% of the people in the United States hold bachelor's degrees. 11% master's degrees, and 4% doctoral degrees. I don't know if you knew that, but that to me is crazy. Because you are now a part of those statistics, which means you've already figured something out. You've proven you can succeed while at school, work, parenting duties, late nights, early mornings, 3 a.m. apparently, and all other things that fill the time in between life's obligations. You've shown that you have the focus, the discipline, and the ability to drive your own learning. You obviously deserve all the pomp and circumstance that comes with today. So like Doc and your dean, I'm going to ask that you take a second to celebrate that right now. I want you to look at the people around you, family and friends, you too. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. I want you to stand up. I want you to tell each other congratulations, give a high five, a handshake, maybe even a hug. But I'm going to tell you to do that now. So 10 seconds. Everybody get up, say congratulations to each other. I love it. So I hope that felt good. I can see that it made you all smile, and I hope it made you feel seen, because moments like these are the ones that matter. I've worked across many industries. I've started multiple businesses, like I said. I've had success, but I've also had a lot of doubts and a lot of failures. What helped me most wasn't the perfect plan or the perfect execution. It was the moments that made me feel good, smile, and feel seen. And these 3 simple truths that I'm going to share with you that have governed my journey as an entrepreneur, professor, and friend. Truth number 1, we can't do this alone. We live in this world that glorifies individuals over the collective. I think some of you know what I mean. You're a little older than I thought you would be in here. Not that I'm saying y'all are old, but you're not as old as I am, obviously. So maybe you know what I mean here. We still see Beyonce out there in the limelight, but where's Destiny's Child, right? All of Major League Baseball clamored at the chance to spend $700 million on one player, Shohei Ohtani. And even families that are listed in Forbes' top 20 billionaires are represented with a singular person's photo. So society doesn't teach us society does teach us to approach success as individuals and feel bad if we can't do it ourselves. But we shouldn't. No one builds anything alone. Not careers, not companies, not communities. Those billionaires from Amazon, Oracle, Tesla, Google, Facebook, they all have teachers, mentors, friends, parents, or even strangers who said, I believe in you. The best-selling researcher and author Brene Brown said this in her University of Texas commencement speech. You can't engineer an emotional, vulnerable, authentic experience with your career or your life without meeting other people. She's got a point. Because when you build real connections, not just contacts, your whole life shifts. People support you, they open doors, they call you out when you need the truth. So I'm going to take a minute to tell you how I got here today. Your COO, standing way back there, David Rodriguez, was in my leadership class back in 2013 and joined my staff that same year. In 2021, I facilitated a program for your CIU leadership team. 4 years later, a surprise message from David invited me to speak. Like I told you before, my reaction was shock. There's no way I do this. I'm definitely not worthy of this ask. So what did I do? I hopped onto LinkedIn, where I have this little group of students, past students, and I asked them if I should do it and what I should say. Their response was overwhelming. In fact, one of them called me to tell me that I should talk about what had transpired, about building community that not only led to doing this speech, but that community cared enough to respond to my call for help with valuable insight and support to convince me to do what I didn't think I was worthy of. I couldn't do it alone. You've already heard up here that you didn't get here alone. Your family, your friends, your mentors, your professors. You made it here today, but like me, you didn't do it alone. So whether they're here in the audience or miles away, remember to say thank you who did what those students did for me and David did for me. Because connection isn't a bonus in life, it's a necessity. And if you still don't believe me, there's a Harvard University study that's been running for over 85 years, the longest study on adult development ever done. And it found that the quality of our relationships determines the quality of our lives. For over 85 years, one of the most prestigious universities in the entire world has proven that the single greatest predictor of happiness and health isn't wealth, intelligence, or achievement. It's relationships. So yes, your knowledge matters. The way you treat people, the way you build trust, that's what lasts, that's what lives you, and that's what changes lives. I know you all know this. But I also know it's really easy to forget. So don't wait until you have some fancy title to give recognition to connection. Truth number 2, you can be right and wrong at the same time. All that changes is your perspective. I want you to indulge me for a second. If you're able, if you could put your hand up like this. I want you to be able to see your finger, the top of your finger. Hold it there. All right. I want you to start moving your finger in a clockwise motion. For those of you who are too young to know what that means, to the right, in a circle. Okay. We're doing this, right? Now I want you to start to raise your hand so that you can see it from below. And I want you to look. Which way is it going? Look at your finger. Which way is it going now? It's going counterclockwise. Right here is going clockwise. Move it up. It's going clockwise. It changed direction. But what actually changed? Just our perspective. We're looking at it from here, we're looking at it from here. You can be right and you can be wrong at the same time. At one point in my entrepreneurial journey, my CPA, for those of you that are going to start a business, here's a story for you. My CPA excitedly told me, next year I think you're going to hit $500,000 in revenue. 10 seconds later, he told me I needed to give it all to the IRS. I was in shock. I went to my dad, who was a CPA by trade, and I said, what is the point of starting a business? I was so frustrated, I was so mad. All the work, all the time, all the stress. Why? What did you do? My dad laughed. He told me, you just need to find your sweet spot, keep learning, and it'll be okay. By 2019, we were lingering right below that $1 million mark. But I was still giving most of it to the IRS. Then a friend of mine, another Asian American female entrepreneur, shared how she hit 1 million and how very rare it is. Turns out, only 2% of women-owned businesses in the United States gross more than $1 million annually. 2%. 1.6% of Asian American women-owned businesses. Even more, according to a 2020 report, only 1 in 3 of us make it past the 10-year mark, and less at 20 years. I was floored. I suddenly started in a 480 square foot apartment, and now still feel like I'm scrapping by in my 980 square foot condo. I had almost achieved what only 2% of all female entrepreneurs achieve. I was so mad, but when my dad laughed, and then my friend shared her news, I was reminded why I was working so hard, why I had a business, and why I cared. It wasn't about making money, it was about making progress. Like you all here earning a degree, I was part of a minority percentage of people who had proven that something was possible. I'd been doing the work and asking the questions, but I needed to ask better ones. Because as my story proves, asking the right question often matters more than having the answer to the wrong one. Which brings me to this. Early in my career, I did ask a lot of questions. Mainly not to get in trouble. I wanted to just learn how to do my job right, how to navigate organizations, and make friends. Asking questions means I didn't have to guess what was expected. I knew how to do the minimum, and I knew how to overachieve. And guess what? It works. I succeeded, I made friends, I got promoted. But after a while, I learned and lived that my questions were about survival, not success. I was asking questions that were right for my role at the time as an entry-level employee, but once I was in more managerial roles and running various companies, I needed to ask better questions. I had to truly internalize, like Doc said earlier, that there's never a moment that I'm going to know it all. And that unlocked something in my brain. It helped me feel less pressure. It released a lot of stress. Because Albert Einstein said, the important thing is to not stop questioning. And he was right in so many ways. Because you don't grow by pretending. You don't grow by being able to admit. You grow by being able to admit that you don't know it all. Because the truth is, people follow those best questions because they're not pretending, they're learning. And that's where truth 2 helps truth number 1. When you ask questions, you remind others that they're needed and allow them to feel useful, continuing to build trust and meaningful connection. We're on number 3, y'all. Practice urgent patience. I know, that sounds like an oxymoron. 2 very contradictory words that sound like the worst advice in the world, but I think you know what I mean. Think about when you stood in line for a ride, or that new toy being released. All those times you sat in traffic or watered a plant because it wasn't growing. You felt urgency, an urgency to do something, to change something, to enjoy something. And you should feel urgency. I think some of my best work is done at the last minute. Again, 3 a.m., you know it too. The urgency helps me to feel motivated, to focus, and to most of all, not second guess my decisions. Urgency moves us, it ignites our passions, it causes us to act. It can pay the bills, take care of those in need, solve problems. Because sometimes we don't have the luxury of time. So keep that urgency, let it push you, but let's not mistake urgency for rushing, because you can't rush wisdom, you can't shortcut character. You need patience to get there. I know, I don't love it, I'm impatient, just like how it sucks to sit in a graduation ceremony and listen to a bunch of people talk. But I've left playing early, I've taken detours, and I've definitely killed way too many plants. But I also got back in those lines, and I now have succulents instead of plants, and I'm amazed they're still alive. For those of you that like Major League Baseball, there's a commercial that's been playing throughout the playoffs. It features Paul Skeens, who's up for the CIU Award, honoring the best pitcher in the league. His warm-up routine takes 2.5 hours. It's boring, it's mundane, and teammates and coaches say they've never seen anything like it. What does Paul say? That's what it takes. Everything takes patience. There's no instant gratification. Brilliance to him is patience, and even though it may be boring, greatness is boring. Urgency helps us to realize what we need and what we want. It motivates us, pushes us, gives us energy. Patience helps us explore different options, examine alternate perspectives, and achieve better results. Urgency is the fun part, patience is boring. But urgency without patience is only good for us in the short term. The people who get most done, that stay the most grounded, are the ones who move with urgency but are patient with their results. That's you. You came to CIU with urgency, with enthusiasm. But in order to be sitting here today, you have to have the patience to endure the process in which it takes to do so. You are engaged and invested in something that over 60% of the country is not. You are urgently patient. You've proven that, and now you get to show the world why that's important. The fun part? You get to go out and do whatever you want. The possibilities are definitely endless. The best part? You already know that you won't get everything at once. You have the knowledge and the experience that reminds you to trust the process. So move with purpose, but give yourself space to grow. Stay patient with yourself, especially when the results aren't instant. And remember, you can't rush mastery. And also, none of these 3 truths matter if you're not kind. It's simple, but not always easy. Studies from Harvard and Stanford show that acts of kindness don't just improve others' well-being, they boost your mental health. They reduce stress, they increase creativity, they build longevity, and improve resilience. But without this science, you know this. When you're kind, people want to work with you, help you, be around you. Kindness builds bridges, makes you feel good, inspires others to pay it forward. When you're kind, you feel more grounded, more confident. You ask better questions, you make better connections, and yes, you strengthen your ability to see that beautiful tension between urgency and patience. Kindness isn't just a virtue, it's a strategic advantage. It will open doors that your talent alone cannot. It will make people want to hire you, refer you, and root for you. And it will keep you grounded when things are good, and human when things get hard. So here's your challenge. Choose to be kind, even when you don't want to. When you're in a meeting, at a sporting event, or even right now to the people around you. You'll be amazed at what it creates. Because like Maya Angelou said, people will forget what you said, they will forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. So here's where I'll leave you. Your degree isn't just a credential, it's a tool. And how you use it will always matter more than your job title or LinkedIn headline. It is your character that will carry it forward, your connections that will support your future, your questions that will keep you humble, your urgent patience that will make you great. And most of all, your kindness is what people will remember. You've proven you have all of this, and the world needs you. Not just someday, but now. We need your energy, your ideas, your voice, and your action. We need people like you who don't give up when it's inconvenient. Because this just isn't about work. It's about how we live, what you stand for, what you bring to the rooms you walk in. Not just what you do, but how you make people feel. So be kind, be gracious, be you. Congratulations, CIU class of 2025. You deserve everything you've worked for and more. Thank you so much.
Presenting this to Luke.
Today, we have the privilege of hearing from a woman whose leader's life reminds us what higher education can and should be. Dr. Janet Flores. Dr. Flores believes that learning is more than a path to a degree. It is a force that transforms lives and communities. Her career has been guided by one constant purpose: to open doors of opportunity and to build environments where every voice matters. Whether shaping bold new academic programs, mentoring the next generation of educators, or helping institutions see beyond the ordinary, she inspires others to aim higher and think bigger. Dr. Flores shows us that excellence is not simply about achievement, it is about impact. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Janet Flores.
Good morning, everyone. Are you guys excited or what? Is it just us up here? Yeah, you did it. You did it. I am so jazzed for you. Unbelievable. Now, listen, I could start with some kind of famous quote, maybe a poetic reflection on success, but I think you've had plenty of that in your discussion board, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it plainly. You did it. You did it. You earned your degree. Some of you while raising kids, some of you while raising your grandkids, some of you while working multiple jobs, some while studying in a second language. That's no small feat. All of you juggled more responsibilities than any course catalog could ever capture. That deserves more than applause. That deserves a pause. It's a pause to recognize perseverance, sacrifice, and the relentless commitment that it took to get right here. Right here. Now I know that your path, it wasn't always smooth. Maybe you stopped and you started again. Maybe you barely skidded by. Maybe you wondered, is it all worth it? Maybe you doubted that you could even finish. And yet, here you are. So today is not just about earning a degree, it's about finishing what you started. It's that proof that no matter the obstacles, you did push through. And while the road ahead may have its challenges, it's normal, you now carry something that no one can take from you. Knowledge, yes, but confidence, clarity, credibility, and the ability to lead with integrity. We live in complex times, politically, socially, technologically. It's easy to feel so overwhelmed. But when I look at this class right here in front of me, I see people who kept learning, who leaned into the challenge, didn't shy away, didn't run away, and will bring critical thinking, like you heard from Doc, compassion, like you heard from Kim, and resilience into their fields and communities. So, whether you're taking a step into leadership, whether you're starting a new chapter or a new business, thank you, Kim. Maybe you're just taking a very well-earned nap tomorrow. You are ready. And I'm going to leave you with this. This is my gold nugget to you. Real success is not loud. It doesn't always look like a big title or a viral post. Sometimes it's just helping someone succeed. Sometimes it's asking the right question in a meeting. Sometimes it's just being the leader that people trust. You are more than transcripts. You are more than test scores. You showed up, you pushed through, you finished strong. Congratulations, class of 2025. We are so proud of you. Now go do good work, take a moment to rest, because you most certainly have earned it. Thank you.
Now, Dr. Janet Flores, the Associate Chief Academic Officer, will present the Faculty of the Year Award.
Peers, it is my honor to recognize this year's Faculty of the Year. This educator has dedicated more than a decade to helping teach at CIU, and she has brought her students not only deep expertise in business and technology, but also patience, compassion, unwavering support. She's guided countless leaders through the rigors of their programs with feedback that has been both constructive and empowering. Students consistently describe her as transformative. That's pretty big. And she has helped them gain clarity and confidence and vision for their own impact. Beyond the classroom, she's modeled leadership through her career in information technology and service to professional and community organizations. So today, we celebrate her integrity and dedication to student success and the inspiration that she provides to all of us. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Deborah Colon Mateo, our Faculty of the Year. No, Doc, it's not cookies.
really tall people. That probably teared my eyes. Thank you, everyone. Welcome today. Let me first say how honored I am, and as you can imagine, slightly shocked to be standing here today as CIU Faculty of the Year. When I graduated from CIU with my doctorate of business administration, I've been teaching for about 15 years, and about 6 of them here. While completing my doctorate and teaching full-time, I also served as Chief Information Officer and while raising my family. Back then, I finished my dissertation. I thought it meant that I could finally stop editing references. Spoiler alert, people. Apparently, APA formatting never leaves your life. This award is deeply meaningful to me because CIU is not just where I earned my degree, it's where I learned the value of dedication, determination, curiosity, and laughter in the middle of those late night deadlines. Those same values continue to guide me as I help my students discover their own potential and purpose. And yes, I know some of you, like me, are still up at 2 a.m. writing papers. Trust me, I can tell. Teaching here has given me the privilege of working with brilliant, determined students from all walks of life, from all over the world. You inspire me daily. I know the challenges you face balancing families, careers, and coursework, because I was once in your shoes. Maybe slippers, let's admit it here, but online learning is so wonderful and flexible in that manner. To my students, if you remember nothing else from what I say here today, remember this. Success is rarely about doing everything perfectly. It is about showing up, trying again after you've had setbacks, and having the courage to keep going when it just nearly seems impossible. You are capable of far more than you can imagine. To the administration and leadership team here, thank you for your trust and continued support in helping faculty and students to thrive. And to my fellow faculty and colleagues, thank you for your support, collaboration, and shared commitment to shaping not just scholars, but future leaders. And finally, I'd like to dedicate this award to my students. You are the reason I love teaching. And if I can leave you with a little humor, it is this. Life is like a group project, sometimes very messy. Occasionally, maybe a little bit more than occasionally, very frustrating, but always better when we do it together. And when we do, amazing things happen. Congratulations, class of 2025. It is an honor to be here today.
Ladies and gentlemen, today it is my honor to introduce our student speaker for Commencement 2025, the Joanna Prize. The Dejwana is a true example of purpose and faith in action. A healthcare leader and founder of Coach D Enterprises and Thought Life Academy, she has dedicated her life to helping others heal, grow, and lead with authenticity. Dejwana's journey from public housing to this very stage reminds us that no dream is too distant and no obstacle too great when you walk with purpose. Please join me in welcoming our student ambassador, Dejwana Price.
To the faculty, staff, my fellow graduates, loved ones, and friends, good morning. I'm Dejwana Price. I never said to correct my name, you always want to pronounce the J. But I wanted to share with everyone today that we all have a story. Everyone in this room has a story. But the beautiful thing about that story is that as long as you are breathing, it's still being written. My own story began in the projects of South Philadelphia with a single mom who made miracles happen as often as there were Mondays. She was determined that we would live in dignity, that we have a Catholic education, and that we would walk with our heads held high, even if we were walking through poverty. She never let where we live determine what we could become. And it was that resilience that has shaped everything that I am. To some people, graduating at age 58, like me, I know I look good, but I'm 58 years old. That may seem like a delay. It may seem like a delay. But I'm here to tell you that it wasn't delayed, it was God's perfect timing. I stand here today as proof positive that time does not cancel purpose, it merely refines it. To anyone here who may have felt like you're behind, to anyone that felt left back, you aren't behind, you're merely becoming. I'm standing here today as a student, not just a graduate, but I'm a doctoral student with CIU. Standing on the shoulders of ancestors who never dreamed this kind of thing possible. I am the wildest dream of my grandmother and my great-grandmother. And I stand here today in proxy as their redemption of time. This degree in healthcare leadership is not a title for me. This is a tool. It's a tool that I'm going to use to serve, to heal, and to uplift, right? My future is rooted in healing, and I'm not talking about physical healing. I'm talking about deep soul work, the kind that addresses trauma, the kind that restores dignity and transforms communities. I believe that the intersecting of emotional intelligence, where's all my Daniel Goldman paper writers, right? The intersection of emotional intelligence, mental wellness, and spiritual alignment is the future of healthcare. And now, thanks to CIU, I don't just know that, I am now equipped to lead that. CIU's mission in developing innovative, ethical, and globally competent professionals. This is something that I memorized. It's something that I lived. This program met me right where I was. It met me right where I was. And now today, I am a now focused and more fearless version of myself. To all my fellow graduates, whether your experience was straightforward or full of switchbacks like mine, you made it. Whether you were tucking in kids at night, working a full-time job, finding moments between chaos and clarity, you did not just earn a degree, you conquered doubt. You overcame, right? You did it. And so today, we all stand here collectively to applaud our own accomplishments. Let's give ourselves our applause. As I said, I'm am now a more fearless and focused version of myself as a result of CIU. I am now better as a servant, as a leader, and as a woman with purpose in her heels and legacy in her hands. As we move forward, I would like for us all to carry these three truths with us. First, it is never too late to become what you were always meant to be, right? Secondly, time does not cancel purpose, and healing is holy ground. Thank you to CIU, to every professor who saw me, to every student who challenged me, and to every lesson that stretched me. Now, let's go forward, because our story is still being written. Onward to the next chapter. Thank you.
We have reached the most anticipated moment of today's ceremony. This occasion marks a profile milestone as we honor the dedication, perseverance, and accomplishments of our graduates. Will the associate and bachelor's degree candidates please stand for the conferral of your diplomas? Candidates for the degree of Associate of Arts in Business Administration, Marisol Leiva. Janet Aguilar. Iris Polanco. Héctor Gutiérrez. Entia Canchi. Candidates for the degree of Associate of Arts in Information Technology, Antonio Allen. Reynold Sheridan. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, Angel Rojo. Erika Palomino. Aranza Álvarez Camarero. Felipe Diego Fornaro Marciano. third degree candidates, please stand for the conferral of your diplomas. Candidates with the degree of Master of Business Administration, Dorothy Ubiama. Desu Yerta. Carolina Garcia. Carlos Loaiza. Adam Huey. Candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration and Healthcare Management and Leadership, May Yang. Evelyn Savali. Erlinda Arceo. Catherine Kelly. Candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration, Banking and Finance, Kevin James. Daniel Mellership. Candidates for the degree of Masters of Business Administration, Sharika Wahab. Candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration and Banking and Finance, Maria Macalana. Nathan Zingoni. Candidate for the degree of Master of Business Administration, Marilyn Raffle Persenia. Isamara Perez Arbaque. Herman Merny III. Majok Haraj. Peter Chekwe. Candidate for the degree of Master of Business Administration and Healthcare Management Leadership, Monica Sowa. Janet Nyaramba. Karen Caldwell. Candidate for the degree of Master of Business Administration and Project and Quality Management, Talal Al-Shia. Nay Kanji Lo. Candidate for the degree of Master of Business Administration in Organizational Development and Human Resource Management, Daniel Young. Tyler Berg. Daniela Peña Pulido. Candidate for the degree of Master of Business Administration and International Management Marketing, Elvidio Luis Jr. Hidalgo. Alejandro Delgado. Candidate for the degree of Master of Business Administration and Information Systems and Knowledge Management, Olatunde Omochola. Candidate for the degree of Master of Business Administration and Healthcare Management and Leadership, Diana Machado. The one of Price. Will the doctorate degree candidates please stand for the conferral of your diplomas? Candidate for the degree of Doctor of Business Administration, Rihanna McCarthy. Melissa Hutchinson. Lori McKendall. Tom Achola. Flavio Yao. John Williams. Jasmine Brown. Gemma Hidalgo. Erica Beck. Emmanuel Oliveira. Yvette Cassandra. Miroslav Belay. Candidate with a degree of Doctor of Business Administration in Entrepreneurship and Business Management, Stephen Soriwa. Samuel Fuleke. degree of Doctor of Business Administration in Information System and Entrepreneurship Resource Management, Flores and Selma. Candidate for the degree of Doctor of Business Administration and Entrepreneurship and Business Management, Jeff Keys.
This is so good. Congratulations. The line should be here and here.
Tammy Baldwin.
So no one here. Okay. And then this line could be, you can all stay here and just go there when it's okay. And that otherwise it won't happen. Okay. Thank you. So in the meantime, you can stay a little bit here.
Lee Zhao.
Thank you. And SDR application
Luana Wills. Diana Seawright. Alicia Sokopa. Virginia Tate. Alfred Augustin. degree of Doctor of Business Administration within the National Lopez.
Not yet. And you should give the order as well because before you got an order over you. Were you there? Alright, with that, I see. It's okay, we'll just do a better order, but I think you can go. Yeah, thank you.
Sandra Munoz.
Let's bring up the block, the biggest one.
For all our guests, please stay out of the file. This is a higher hazard file. You can take pictures after we finish commencement in a rose garden. Thank you. Samuel Ani. Candidate for the degree of Doctor of Business Administration in Healthcare Management and Leadership, Abdul Orosieta.
Thank you.
Stephanie Gordon. Candidate for the degree of Business Administration in Global Business and Leadership, Shirley Soper. Samuel Yankee. Stephen Okoji. Khaled Ambuya. Omar Traore. Samuel Alugo. Jeffrey Barrett. Desmond Deborah Iketsiar. Collins Adoni Oseden. Candidate for the degree of Doctor of Business Administration in Healthcare Management and Leadership, Ernest Bakur Asadi. Candidate for the degree of Doctor Doctorate of Business Administration in Information Systems and Enterprise Resource Management, Masani Bridget Babasco. Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Business Administration in Healthcare Management and Leadership, St. Patrick. Sharon Kukirisa. Shalini Prasad. Shalanda Williams. Ryan Soriano. Eunice Owatoki. Rahat Wapi. Eunice Pollard. Henry. Candidate for the degree of Doctor of Business Administration and Information Systems and Enterprise Resource Management, Sagar Khatun. Akiwale Oludari Shuluwari. Roger Igalo. Osarumense Ocho. Igosone Derek. Candidate for the degree of Doctor of Business Administration, Information Systems, and Enterprise Resource Management, David Samuel. Ajit Sridhara. Degree of Doctor of Business Administration and Information Systems and Enterprise Resource Management, Linda Lee. Piña Sagar Bulaque. Richard Morella. Now, I will request Dr. Camila Lopez to confirm the requirements have been met. Graduates, please rise.
I verify that all students present have fulfilled the necessary requirements to be considered graduates of California Intercontinental University.
Hang on. By the power vested in me by the state of California, by the Distance Education Accrediting Commission, and by the Board of Directors of CIU, I confirm that all of the graduates here of California Intercontinental University have all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Good job.
Please be seated. Distinguished audience, proud families, and most importantly, our remarkable graduates. Today, we have celebrated not just the culmination of years of dedication, but also the beginning of countless journeys ahead. But before we officially conclude the ceremony, there's a tradition that marks your transition from students to graduates. Graduate of Bachelor's Program. Please take a moment to locate the tassel on your cap. As we move forward, I invite each of you to shift your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left side of your cap. This simple yet powerful act represents the journey you have undertaken, the knowledge you have gained, and the achievements you have earned. Now, as you move your tassels, I want to ask our student audience, friends, and family to join us in recognizing these remarkable graduates. Let us applaud their dedication, their perseverance, and their success. Graduates, You've earned this moment, and your journey has just begun as you become officially a graduate of CIU. Let us celebrate the achievements of today while looking forward with excitement to the impact you will make tomorrow. Congratulations once again to class of 2025. We're proud of you. We believe in you, and we cannot wait to see all that you will accomplish. Thank you, and may your next chapter be filled with success and fulfillment. As we draw the ceremony to a close, I kindly ask to you remain seated for the recessional. Once the platform party and the graduates have made their way out, our guests are welcome to follow in an organized and concerted manner. I'd like to remind everyone that graduates and their guests are invited to step outside before the Rose Garden for pictures. Following the recessional, we invite everyone to join with the greeting line to congratulate our graduates and celebrate the accomplishments together. Thank you for your cooperation and your participation in this momentous occasion.